So this is the top of our garden where you can see those barrels. That's where the edge is. There's a little wall underneath all that snow. That's a neighbour's forest. I say the neighbour's forest. There's a neighbour that lives over to our right that owns all of the forest that you can see. Everything behind me. He must have a good 7,000 or 8,000 acres at least. And that's just from what he said, going, oh, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. There's more of it than that he owns, but I'm not exactly sure how much. I just know he's a big landowner. The field that's at the other side, it's just down there beyond the willow. The field's owned by a separate guy who owns random fields everywhere. It's quite interesting. I still don't know what he does with it because he cut back a quarter of it last year, but not much else. It's very confusing. So it's hard to show at the moment, but down here, that's actually flat, the other side of the wall, fairly flat. That's just the snow banking up. But the trees that we have, I'm probably right now in my gutties, I'm stood on about a foot to a foot and a half of snow. But it's all, the top of it's frozen, so as long as you don't sink through, you're okay. But yeah, so this is the house for the far side of the garden. That's our power line coming in. A little cottage at the back. It's a little thing, but we're trying to get it done up. That would be this one here, and this is a little, like a kid's house. So we don't know what we're going to do with that just yet. And over here we have the summer kitchen. The big building behind is a sauna with a woodshed attached to the end of it. So where you can see the brown door on it, there's a storage room. And to the right is just a big sauna. And yeah. And as you can tell by the lack of cars, this is what it's like all the time. The main road's just over that verge there. That joins onto, it's like a secondary road, but it's not an off-road. It's well paved, it's well ploughed. But yeah, it's a lovely little place. It really is. And this is a spring day. Obviously we still have a lot of snow, but it hasn't snowed in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So this is just what's left over. But at the moment it's probably 5-10 degrees. As you can tell, I'm out in the summer weather. It's lovely here. I've just noticed the flashes on my phone, I don't know why. But yeah, I'll take a wander down there and show you. I just thought I'd explain this. Anna made a cross-country ski route. It actually goes all the way around. So that's what she's been doing to keep fit over the winter. So this is where our willow starts. It all came with the house, but unfortunately the willow's the wrong type for burning. It's cane willow. So we're going to keep some of it and dig out the rest of it, hopefully. But there you can see a bit more of the sauna. And a glorious springtime. And then the dark foreboding forest, which is absolutely lovely. I take a walk over there when I got to go fishing, but at the moment where I fish is actually frozen, so nothing I can do. And I'm slowly sinking into the snow, so let's move on. That is one of the lorries that carries all the timber. We get about 1 hour going past, but you actually can't hear it in the house. But there is a lot of forestry around here. There's a lot of forestry in all of Finland, mind you. So, here we are at the bottom of the garden. Ski track comes down there. This is a little artificial river that goes round the edges and over here. They dig these in the corner of absolutely everything. Finland is basically a big set of wetlands. So they dig into drainage ditches to everything because of the amount of snow that they get. And these are shallow ones, they dig severe ones by the roads. You're talking 2 metres deep. But yeah, that's the edge of our land there, the field, and I am thinking, and then that comes back up towards the house. So a nice little bit, and it is as peaceful as you can get. So just moving it away. You can tell it's not the easiest to walk up. Yeah, so this is just coming up to the garden. So this section of the garden, we actually, I'll stand right on the end. So we actually cleared up to where I'm standing. So cleared up around here, around the bottom and over. And that's what we did when we first got here during the summer. That was stuff I stacked up about 4 months ago, to actually burn it and get rid of it. And we trimmed the trees back when we're actually cutting down stuff. And hopefully we'll get a start on it in the summer this time, so it'll be a hell of a lot easier, because this was all above my head with weeds when we started. And I'll get the little tractor going. But yeah, it's a lovely little area. And it is deathly quiet, which is something I quite enjoy. That little stick there is actually the grave for our little rabbit that passed away. A little midge had a freak accident in her cage and snapped her ankle. And of all of the tragic things, we got to the vet as soon as we can, but unfortunately around here the vets are more equestrian based, and just took one look at her and went, there's nothing I can do, and put her down. So she was my little companion when it came across here. I used to eat breakfast with her every morning. She's a sweet little thing. That rippling is from Anna coming down on her skis side on. And so that's the summer kitchen. The person that built it, I actually don't know the guy, but the person that built it, all he did was level it the ground and lay slabs. So what's actually happened is, where the cooker is here, it's subsided back the way, and tipped off of its alignment with the chimney. So that's another job that needs fixing. Now if it looks banked up here, it's just because that's where I've been pushing the snow to. It was actually quite smooth. But there's one of our composting bins, one of the 3. There's the wood store for all of the random stuff. My cutting block, although everything you get here is pre-cut, the guys sell somewhere between 30 and 50 euros for a ton bag full of timber, and it's all pre-cut to go in the fire. You can usually get them to cut it to the length you want. Now that's the bottom of the sauna. This is a summer job. We actually have to put a block under that and raise the building. So Tom, if you're watching, you're going to have some fun here. You can see where it's tipped off its edge. It's subsided and dropped part of the building. And this is my wood pile, such as it is now. That was double, 3 thick actually, to the ceiling. But yeah, so it's a grand one. And there's the garden. That's all lovely. And the timer's running out of my phone, so bye.